Hi Aries, welcome to your general tarot forecast. This is for June 2023. This is for Sun and Rising sign, Aries. So let's take a quick look at your moon energy. What's the energy around you for the month of June 2023 for Aries, Sun and Rising? What is the energy that is surrounding, Aries? Okay, we've got the balsamic moon, a time for healing. Okay, so Aries, a more quieter energy around you. So whatever has happened recently, it may have been chaotic. It may have been something that happened very quickly, something that happened perhaps during around the time of your birthday month there. I'm picking that up for some of my Aries. And now it's a time for taking a break. I get an energy of rest, rejuvenation, after a time of perhaps a lot of frenetic activity. Now, it doesn't mean that something happened that was bad, and for some of you, yes, but for others of you, it was just something that was very, very fast-paced, moving very, very quickly, and now you have to take some time for yourself. Of course, for some of you here, this is quite literal. You may be healing from something that happened to you, an accident, perhaps that's already happened. I don't want to get anyone scared about anything upcoming. No, this would have already happened for you. Or perhaps some surgery or something here where there was health-related questions. So let's see your spirit animal for the month. Spirit animal for Aries, please. For June, please show me spirit animal for Aries. The lynx. Now this is a quieter energy as well. Yes, taking time out from the world. So for you Aries, this is probably coming as a little bit of a shock for you because you're normally a participant. I get for you it's sitting back, an energy here of observing rather than doing. There's an energy here of you needing to really get in touch with more of your high priestess energy. Trust that inner knowing. And in order to do that, I think that you have to quiet your energy. Take some time out from the world. Especially if it comes to seeing the world, seeing what's going on around you, coming to terms with what's going on around you, perhaps finding out about another person. If something happened very, very quickly, there's an energy here of stepping back, withdrawing, watching, observing, and that way you'll see, you'll understand, you'll see something that perhaps you wouldn't see if you're moving very, very quickly. So in silence and solitude, you will find your strength. Okay, Aries, let's see what else is going on for you guys. In the month of June for Aries, what's going on for Aries? What's going on for Aries? Okay. Your energy will start to increase throughout the month, so you may be starting it as a low ebb, but get prepared. Get prepared for more activity later on in the month is what I'm getting from Spirit. Okay, and one more here before we dive into the tarot. What is the overall message for Aries for the month of June? The overall message for Aries, Sun and Rising, freedom. Okay. Freedom. You may have needed this freedom. You may have needed this time apart or time alone, this separation energy that I'm feeling around you, in order to see things. Perhaps a different way, or see things as they are. Let's see. Aries, I feel compelled to do a few more shuffles here. I've already meditated on these cards, but I want to do a few more shuffles. The message for Aries, please, for the month of June 2023. Welcome to my podcast listeners on Apple, Spotify, Amazon Music. Thank you guys for listening in. Okay. I'm going to try and keep these messages somewhat brief for this month. So let's see what's going on for you guys for the month of June for my Aries out there, for my Aries watchers and listeners. Don't forget to press that thumbs up button, guys, if you're watching here on YouTube. Oh, healing energy, yes. For some of you, it was health related. It doesn't have to be a heartbreak. For whatever you've gone through, it has been painful, whether that is pain, emotional pain, or whether it's actual physical pain. For some of you, it is an emotional issue. For some of you, there's been a painful separation, a breakup. You may be missing this person. There's an energy here of taking time away, taking time apart. So it may not be a full-fledged breakup. Perhaps you've decided to take some time apart. For some of you, it's not a love relationship. For some of you, it is you're on the outs with a friend. For some of you, you're distancing yourself from someone around you that you just can't seem to come to terms with at the present time. It could even be a family member. The Knight of Cups is an energy around this of, for some of you, Aries, you have instigated this ending. So for some of you here, you've had to take some time away from a situation, whatever it is. It could have been a relationship, a job. You get the picture. Whatever it is, I feel that you may have been the one that instigated this ending. And although you've done that, I feel that you still feel, it's easy to be, it's easy to think when we're the ones that have been rejected, or the other person has done the deed, so shall we say, of saying, look, I'm sorry, I don't think this is working out, or I want to go in another direction. It's easy for us to think that that's hard. It's just hard on the person that is feeling the sting of that rejection. And it is hard, it's awful. But it's also hard for you, Aries, because I think that you do care for this person on some level. And so it's hard for you to be the bad guy or the bad girl here, so to speak, and say, look, I'm sorry, this is just not this is not for me anymore, for whatever reason. I feel that you want to go towards something else. You're following your heart towards something else, something that you feel is another road for you, a road that is paved with whatever it is that you desire at this present moment here, Aries. Queen of Wands in reverse. Yeah, I feel that this is you, male or female, not a gender-specific reading. Yeah, it's ultimately what you feel is best for you, separating from this partnership. Now, for some of you, it's a business partnership. It doesn't have to be romantic. Or it could be someone that you've been involved with or you've been tied to, perhaps for a long period of time. And you feel that it's best for you to go your separate ways here, because you feel that there's something that's limiting you when it comes to this connection. And with the Hermit in reverse, I'm seeing that as this lynx energy, which is your spirit animal, where you are really taking time out to reflect on this. So it may be that during this time of separation, you are now thinking, okay, well, did I do the right thing? You may be doubting yourself. You may be. But the thing is, Aries, I think you've wanted this freedom for a long period of time, and now you've got it. What are you going to do with it? It's a little scary, It may be the first time you've gone out on your own, perhaps away from a partnership or a business partnership, going out on your own, doing things on your own, being independent, being fully responsible. You know, there's an interesting quote, and I forget who said it. If somebody could remind me by putting it in the comment down below, I'm sure some of you know who it is. But it may have even been Freud, if I have vague recollections that it might have been Freud, that said that people really don't want, they say they want freedom, but they don't really, because freedom requires us to be totally responsible for ourselves, to take full responsibility for our decisions and our actions. And as human beings, we tend to blame. We say, oh, well, this happened to me, I couldn't do this, or I didn't do this because, without fully accepting total responsibility for our lives. And the reality is we are all in control of our own lives. We all are the magician, and we all are our own personal god, so to speak, however you want to put that, because we have the ultimate power over our lives, and we have choice every day that we wake up how to live our lives. So, Aries, are you capable? My spirit guide is just giving this to me straight. Are you capable of accepting the responsibility that true freedom entails? Okay, all right. The Queen of Swords. Well, you don't want to be labelled. I don't think you want to be labelled as someone who is a bitch. I mean, that's what I'm getting. It may be that in doing this, you've had to hurt someone. Maybe you've had to hurt a number of people. And I think that in doing so, there may be some people that are calling you out. But why would they call you out on something that I feel that you are, whatever you're doing here, Aries, it's from a pure intention. I see that with that Knight of Cups. It's from a pure intention. It's something that you feel very strongly about. So don't doubt yourself, especially if you're being labelled with any kind of name, whatever it might be. I think that you have to, again, with freedom comes the responsibility for making the choice, making the decision, and owning it, accepting it, not blaming anyone else, and saying, yes, this is what I want, and yes, I'm hurting someone here, and yes, I'm breaking up whatever this is, some kind of partnership, and I'm doing it for me, and own it. Yeah, we've got the Chariot in reverse. This is this energy of doing it and then backtracking. You know, oh, have I done the right thing? Oh, yeah, confusion, right? Oh, gosh, yeah. It's that chaotic energy that I was picking up. May have happened around your birth month, around April, perhaps late March, where something happened very, very quickly. You may have put an end to a partnership, whether it's business or personal, and you've gone out, you've done this, and now you're finding yourself on your own in that uncomfortable place of needing to take responsibility for where you are right now. And I do get some of you doubting your decisions, doubting yourself, doubting whether you can really be this responsible person that it would take in order to really embrace this freedom. We've got the Three of Cups in the reverse around you. Yeah. There's an energy around this of taking time away from people, you know, spending time on your own, really to think things through. Aries, I see you not in an unhappy place in June. I really don't. I just see you taking some time away to reflect and to think about the past, to grieve it, and taking some time to heal, because people may not understand that although it seems like it may have been you that broke away from this partnership, that it's still affecting you. There's still some sadness here and some feelings that need to be processed, and I feel that in order to do that, you have to put some distance between you and people around you, and they may not understand that you need to take this time for yourself to heal, but Spirit is saying take the time. Things will increase again, things will start to move again quite quickly towards the end of the month. You'll start to see friends again, you'll start to open up, and things will start to improve in your life. This is a moment of reflection in June. And with the star in reverse here, reflect on the disappointing situation. There's some disappointment here that this didn't work out. Of course you're disappointed, and of course you've had to process these feelings of disappointment. So while there may have been a lot of chaotic activity when you were instigating this change in your life, now you're kind of finding yourself on your own and thinking, okay, well, what do I do now? And you're processing all of these thoughts. Take the time to think, to clear up any kind of fragmented thoughts, confused energy that you have around you. Take the time, Spirit says, take the time. And friends may have to take a back seat. They may not understand, but you know what? Doesn't matter. You're doing this for you. You're doing this for you. Freedom comes with a lot of responsibility, especially for instigating change. Now, when it comes to your advice, Aries, let's have a look. Advice for Aries, please. If you'd like a personal reading, you can email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com, or you can go to my Etsy store and purchase. The link is down below. Forgiveness. Yeah. Is it time to let go, to forgive and move onward? Is your soul ready to forgive someone else or yourself? Now, there's an energy here of you needing to forgive yourself, I feel. Forgiveness brings sweet release, freedom, and insight. Yes, there's an energy here of you recognizing, looking at it from the other person's perspective. You're also looking at reflecting back at this partnership, noticing how you grew, what you learned, and you're becoming more of it. I get as an independent person. I get you maturing, growing up. There's something here where you had to learn. You had to learn from this situation. You had to learn by going through this. You had to learn by having it not work out. And I feel that there's the you that you're becoming in June. You're becoming more of the you that you imagine yourself to be. And I think that you've held on, you've resisted this change for a long time. But it's what your soul wants. It wants you to have this freedom, boundless freedom surging through you. But what are you going to do with it here, Aries? So write a forgiveness letter, then practice forgiving. Forgiving this person for if anything happened there. Forgiving yourself. Perhaps you need to write a letter to this person as well, or express the need for forgiveness. I feel that it will be different for each one of you, of course. For some of you, you're going to write a letter to this person and asking for their forgiveness. For some of you, you're forgiving yourself for putting yourself first, or for growing up, for changing, for your needs changing. Whenever we're not on the same page as the other person, whenever we're not feeling that we want the same thing anymore as the other person in the partnership, it's a tough thing to express because we don't want to disappoint other people, Aries. And this may have been a secret that you've kept for a while. So I'm going to leave it there and wish you all the very best. Again, if you'd like a personal reading, you can reach out to me. The ways are in the description box below. I thank you so much, guys. Please do press that thumbs up button. Share me on your social media, especially if you know an Aries that will resonate with this message. If you're a newcomer, I'd love to have you subscribe. Thanks again, Aries. Please take care and bye for now.